Hey, welcome back to the channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Khalil, top 1% life insurance recruiter in GFI. And today, I want to talk to a very specific kind of person. The one who has drive, they have ambition, maybe even some skill, but is still not seeing the results. You're showing up, but you're not breaking through. And I want to show you exactly how military discipline is what got me into the top 1%. Let me take you back. Before sales, before entrepreneurship, the military life really taught me something most people never experience. You don't need to feel good to execute. Matter of fact, most of the times when you're in a position where you need to execute are the times when you do not feel good at all. But you need a mission. I remember training in conditions that, made no sense. It was cold, I was tired, mentally just fried, but the orders didn't care how I felt. So I moved, I acted, and most importantly, I executed. And it becomes muscle memory. When I stepped into business, I realized that people who depend on the motivation are really in trouble because motivation is actually emotional. Discipline, on the other hand, is structural. Here's how I run my day-to-day. I'm going to give this to you raw. I wake up early, but not just to be productive. I wake up early because peace creates true power. I need time to process. I pray, try to stretch a little bit, make sure I'm getting some water in, hydrate. That's my first win, right? First win of the day. My calendar is truly a weapon. Every block has a job. Prospecting, policy review, team check-ins. If it's not scheduled, I promise you it does not exist. That's how I protect my mind from drift. Every client interaction is a mission. It truly is. Before I get on a call, I run some recon, right? Who are they? What's their pain? What outcome do they really need from me today? That's what I mean by operational thinking, not just winging it. Metrics, metrics, metrics. I know how many dials I need to hit my target. I track decline reasons almost like a forensic analyst, right? Because what gets measured gets mastered. This isn't just about being busy. It's about making sure my effort is attached to outcomes. It's about making sure that you're not just in motion, but you're making progression. Here's what people get wrong. They think discipline is punishment and they think it's a restriction, which is absolutely backwards thinking. I'm telling you, discipline is the most freeing thing in the entire world. It empowers you. And when you're disciplined, you're not reacting to things. You're in control of the environment. You're in control of your emotions. You're not chasing chaos. When you have structure and you're disciplined to that structure, everything flows. You're at peace. You're able to complete the mission at hand. You're also not starting over every Monday. It's not like, oh, thank God it's Friday, and then you come back in and try to make it to the end of the week again. It is a very fluent system. You become very dangerous in the best way. You're focused, you're precise, and you're predictable. That's what high income actually looks like. And it's kind of funny because people ask how I avoid the burnout. I get this all the time. So my answer, burnout comes from being busy without purpose. I'm disciplined with my peace. I recover like I train on purpose. Burnout does not come from working and getting results. Burnout comes from going without any direction at all. You're just doing all kinds of stuff, not knowing what's going on. But if you're leading a team or want to recruit people, let me just be very honest with you. They need to see you living what you teach. You have to practice what you preach. You have to do the work and put in the action. My team knows if I say, hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and dial 50 phone calls today, I'm going to make 51. If I say show up prepared, I'm showing up over prepared. I don't ask people to grind while I sit back and chill. That's not what we do. That's not what leaders do. Discipline builds trust, and trust builds teams. This is why we're growing and why the people who come in under this system win every time. You don't need more energy. That's not what you need. You need alignment. You need that peace of mind. You need to be fluent. And discipline, it creates that alignment between your intentions and your outcomes on the other side. You don't need more hype. You don't need more motivation. You need purpose and you need a mission. If you bring a soldier mindset into this business, you're not just going to survive here. You're going to absolutely dominate. If this spoke to you, comment discipline down below. And like always, hit that subscribe button if you're actually serious about becoming a warrior-minded entrepreneur. I will see you in the next one. It's Khalil. Thank you so much for being along. Peace.